day.
I think I don't have any SOJs to mill off. Correct. Okay. So I just need to re-roll my map. The purpose of re-rolling the map is so that I don't get the same rare ring twice. The odds are pretty low anyway, but it could happen, and I don't want it to happen. I want 522 different rings. I have currently the laundry going, and so I might end up doing clearing Act 4, which I don't normally do because I have to wait a certain amount of time anyway. This would be a really good map for leveling. Like, really, really, really good. Because the waypoint is really close to Isual, and there was a champion unique pack right next to him. So you get experience from the champions and experience from Isual each run. Like, this map would be so good if you were leveling up to about level 82. Then after 82, I recommend switching to Erdars in the River of Flame. Okay, how many? I think I killed too many. Well, was that 4 or 3? Well, there's 5. Okay, there's like a lot. Oh, cool. Lucky me. That was really fast. For the first one. I went to the grocery store today, but I forgot to bring my shopping list of for my salad. So while I'm thinking about it right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of my shopping list so that next time I forget my shopping list, I have it anyway. It looks like I estimated it to be $41.01 for 4 to 5 days of food. So I'll let you know how that goes, of course. I'm planning for, I had a stream yesterday on Saturday, and I'm planning to stream on Wednesday. In theory, Wednesday is one of our shorter days at work. In practice, we'll see. They have a really hard time keeping people that they hire because they don't pay enough. And the general manager just complains, "Oh, nobody wants to work." Like, well, that's not true at all. Nobody wants to work this hard outside in the summer in Texas for $12 an hour. I make slightly more than $12, but I still don't make much. So I was thinking, that I would wait a year, which would be 8 months from now, and then start looking for work elsewhere. But kind of at this point, I'm tired enough of the boss that I've started looking at job postings anyway. Um, if I find something great, if I don't, that's fine. I'll keep working. If I don't have anything by like November, December or so, then I'm going to consider uh, moving kind of north of where I am and moving in with my parents and paying them rent, getting a job at back at the grocery store chain that I used to work at, and then they'll have, because they're kind of old, like not super old, but they're kind of old and have all kind of sicknesses, and you know, like they're not just stuck at home or whatever, but uh, it would probably be good for them to have someone nearby because they live out in the woods. So I could either live in a spare room or the attic or like get a trailer or like a tiny home. But that would be, I guess, 4 or 5 months from now if I haven't found something better. But like kind of at this point, even if I can get uh, promoted at this job, I don't think I really want to work for this guy. So we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty lazy off the clock, and I don't really stand up for myself well. So, like I said, we'll see how it goes. So this ring was dropped by a unique council member, and that's why it's blue instead of yellow. All the yellow items were dropped by the minion council members. I slept in pretty late today. I wasn't intending to, but I ended up pretty much getting out of bed at like 2:30 in the afternoon, uh, which would be, let's see, about 15 hours in bed. And I was asleep for most of it, so it's, and like actually resting. But still, it's not ideal. But it just kind of, I think, shows I'm being overworked, really. But yeah, Wednesday I plan to do a stream. Most likely streams will be the 1.07 High Council, because I think that target kind of lends itself to being streamed, like longer format than just a little 30-minute video. Uh, Also, it's a type of run that I can do for that amount of time without getting bored. Or not bored, but like, I don't really want to do Souls rituals over and over and over for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Um, and then the other thing that it might be is shopping. I think I've done a couple shopping streams, and I can do that for hours without getting tired of it. either shopping for pelts or shopping for a sword for my 1.07 High Council Barbarian. Okay, no rings, so I can ask Kane to identify my stuff. Repair, not sell. That would be awful if I accidentally sold this lance. I would never find a one this good again. Ring, no good. I'll try the belt. No. If the resistances had been higher, then maybe. And I think the magic damage reduced can be 2 instead of 1. But if like all 3 of those resists had been 30 plus, then maybe I would consider wearing it. Or keeping it even. Alright. Next branch of the Arcane Sanctuary. I was planning to grab the TV when I visited my parents yesterday to help them move debris from the hurricane. But by the end of the day, I was not really feeling like grabbing the TV anymore. Plus, I don't really have the money to buy a retro tink, which is the tool that would let me play Super Mario World on a flat screen TV without input delay. I think it's like 3 frames of input delay, which is noticeable to the naked eye when you're playing on a flat screen. So like you press jump and then slightly later jump. So you could play with the input delay anyway. It would just take a lot of getting used to. And with a retro tink, then the input delay is, I was told, a half of a frame, which you can't tell. Several people have told me there is basically no adjustment period to switching from a CRT TV to a flat screen with the retro tink. The delay is just not noticeable. But a retro tink costs like $100 or something like that. And so that's something I'll have to not buy right now. But I would like to, at some point, start getting some more Super Mario World stuff up on this channel. Not just the one speedrun I did. Either more speedrun attempts, now as an old man, or glitch demonstrations and stuff like that. I don't know why I gambled the cap. There is basically no cap that I would keep. Lots of amulets today. think that's the third one. Or maybe the fourth one? I don't remember. Sometimes I look at War Axe, even though it's probably nothing that I would keep there. It's a lot of mana steal. And after I finish today and finish with my laundry, I'm going to re-clear off this computer table. Since I have the intent of forcing myself to work on things even if I feel tired, I want to have the space clear to do it. Sorry about that noise. I accidentally touched the microphone input while scratching my face. You won't believe what happened at 1704. Diablo 2 bloopers.
Stay a while and listen.
And it's just me touching the mic over and over. Poison resist, cold resist, lightning resist, and fire resist. Okay, so that just spawned prismatic. It probably did not spawn any of the individual resistances. When you get prismatic on an amulet, it rolls each resistance individually.
Greetings.
I'm not sure about rings, whether prismatic rings roll the resistances individually or not. I think that they do not. I think it's only the amulets that roll each resistance separately. I bought some steel-toed boots today because work is now requiring steel-toed boots. So that was like, I think it was $108. And I pretty much never buy clothes of any kind. I was joking at work the other day, but it's also kind of true. And I told one of the guys, I work so that I can afford to work. which is, you know, one of the reasons why I'm considering potentially seeing if I can move in with my parents in the winter to help them take care of the house and help them take care of themselves, as well as to save money, and then potentially assist with the garden, which is intended to be my dad's retirement income, selling vegetables and fruits, I guess. Not his only income. He has like a few retirement accounts, but nothing crazy. Okay, so let's clear Act 4. We're at 21 minutes. That's really early. Yeah, I'm clearing Act 4 this time because I have, let's see, about 20 minutes before I have to go check my laundry. So, also I've had no rings yet, and if I find none, then that makes naming the next video slightly more challenging, or I'll have two videos with the same title. It would probably be like 362 out of 522 rings, part 2. These guys, the Maw Fiend, is some weird, like, super unique monster. They're not super unique, but they only appear in this caged area in the whole game. And they always appear in this caged area. So like you'll have your 3 monsters that spawn on each map, and then in addition to that, the Maw Fiends will spawn in that cage. So like technically not super unique monsters, but they kind of spawn like one. And like I said last time that I cleared Act 4, the main reason I don't like it is because of the wide open areas I have to go chase monsters down. Whereas like Arcane Sanctuary, I just run down a row and kill the monsters all in single file. It's a lot simpler. I don't have to worry about backtracking, except maybe like in that little crossbar in the middle of each leg. And then like I don't have to worry about running back and finding out that this gap in the middle of the map is actually the entire middle of the map. And that I'm not actually finding any monsters. That sort of thing. Basically, it just makes it easier to find them. Also, the Arcane Sanctuary isn't dark, so I don't have to worry about like light radius or being able to see monsters on the edge of the vision. Like I don't have to look for them. I just, yeah, they're just visible. And I don't have to look for souls who are hard to find and chase around. So yeah, all those mostly minor reasons added together is why I generally don't like to run Act 4, even though the monsters here all have good chances to drop jewelry, except for maybe these Doom Knights. But I think pretty much everyone else drops like a caster, so they all have a good chance to drop jewelry.
The time.
Oh yeah, he likes to give me Mephisto's Soul Stone, which I don't want. Oh yeah, the War Scepters, the reason I went to town. Well, come over here, thank you. A lot of times I'll forget to buy town portals, and I picked that one up specifically because I was thinking, I don't actually know if I have any town portals. So many souls and 0 jewelries. And if I do all of Arcane and all of Act 4 and the High Council and get 0 rings, that's going to be a big oof. Worst luck ever. See, like this giant gap in the middle, I'm running back to make sure I cleared the map and there's nothing here. There we go. A ring. Also, those souls like to hug the edge of the map, and then I don't know if, like, where they died, was that out of bounds, or could they drop an item? I don't clear the outer steps because the monsters there don't count as mages, so they don't have the improved jewelry chance. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. Just the last time I cleared the outer steps, I found 0 jewelry, and so I just concluded that they are not mages. Alright, 1 ring.
Hail to you, champion.
if there's beetles, I might leave. But I might just stick around and see how much experience I get. 1, 2... I think I saw someone throwing stuff at me. Yeah, so no beetles and no flesh spawners. So it's a good result. I can clear this. Hello? Even doing all this and getting only one ring would still be pretty bad luck. But it's fine. I'll have to find a really boring thumbnail for this video. Like just standing in town or something. Probably Hephasto is over here. He's dangerous. I recommend using the reach on your weapon to hurt him, because he will quite happily kill you in 1 or 2 shots. In Classic, the monsters that cast teleport heal themselves when they teleport, so that's something to be aware of. And sometimes, if they're teleporting around a lot, then it can be a real struggle just to kill them. I think probably one of the worst is the Dark Archers, because they'll start their attack before they're within melee range, and then teleport away from you. And then keep teleporting and like restore their whole life bar. I might try... What time is it? Yeah, I might try... This is probably gonna be dumb. I think I might try the Flayer Dungeon. I don't recall checking the Flayer Dungeon for ring viability, but I still have a bit of time before I need to stop. Okay, no wonder I haven't checked the Flayer Dungeon. I don't have the waypoint. Okay, there's good monster density here. Let's see what kind of items they drop. Like if these zombies count as mages or not for their drop table. I'm guessing they probably don't. But lots of boots at least. Boots and belts being the most interesting thing besides jewelry. All of that and lances and gothic bows. But those are both pretty rare. Okay, so the shaman can drop. I didn't know that. And the shaman will for sure be a mage. Looking for Flare Jungle.
Impossible.
Watch, I'm gonna end up in the spider forest. I think I've tried the like the spider cavern and stuff, and the problem with those, like the spider cavern and the arachnid lair, is when they spawn the blood maggots, then you get overwhelmed by blood maggot young, which don't drop with the magic find bonus, and so it's kind of a big waste of time ultimately. Killing lots of monsters that aren't compelled to drop rares. Check that and that. Alright, the Flare Dungeon or the Swampy Pit, either one would be fine for me to go in and check out. This looks like maybe the Swampy Pit. Yes. And I'll grab the waypoint because it doesn't matter. If I end up using it, I'll use it. Otherwise, having Flare Dungeon and Great Marsh both, Flare Jungle and Great Marsh both won't really be a problem. Okay, I think they have jewelry drops. That's it. I don't know about them. Monster density is very low here. Or at least seems to be so far. I'll check that. Let's see. Alright, one ring.
Good day.
That was like a worse version of the helmet I'm already wearing. So far, it seems like the Swampy Pit is not going to be added to my target list for these runs. And then after the Swampy Pit, I will stop. And I don't even know if it has 2 levels or 3. that's a mage. The only time I ever clear the swampy pit is if I'm doing a single pass full clear. It's not like I do a lot of those. Okay, it goes down again. Okay. I might check density on the Temo Highland. This video could start to get really long. But I think I've checked the Tamo Highland before and was underwhelmed. So probably I'll just stop after the Swampy Pit. And even if this does drop jewelry, which it appears to not really do, the density here is too low for me to add this to the list. Especially with the maze in level 3. And the significant backtracking that I did in levels 1 and 2 to get those side rooms. But yeah, this is... I didn't even know this thing existed. Like, is there no sparkly chest at the bottom? I'm just running through a maze for the heck of it. In here, maybe? So yeah, all this for one ring. Typical of Diablo 2. Let's get this belt. And that's it. Ask Cain to ID my stuff. Check out the gambling when I sell it.
What do you need?
Slightly increased attack speed. The damage is not amazing. I'm still on the lookout for a nice bow because I would like to have an Amazon that can do infinite magic find runs with multi-shot. I think there's potential there for it to be more effective than Whirlwind. Okay.
Hail to you, champion.
That's enough of that. We'll call it a day. And like I said, it's when y'all see this, it will be Monday at the earliest, and then I will intend to stream on Wednesday, and hopefully have at least one more video between now and then. Well, I guess it would be only one more. Tuesday's video. Wait, is that right? No, it could be two more.